Today I'm going to be talking about learning patience with Jesus Christ and how God's time is not our time and why he makes us wait for our harvest. Before I talk about this a little bit more in detail, I'm going to go necessary to incorporate bodybuilding. I believe building the body, building the temple of God is really important on your walk with Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's why I like to incorporate them both inside my videos. So if you clicked on this video, God is right here that has this message today. So make sure you guys stick around because I'm going to be diving a little bit more into the message after the workout. But feel free to skip ahead in the timestamps below so I put them there for you guys. If not, stick around, enjoy this little workout montage, and I'll see you guys after. So enjoy.
Scooch, drop top, what's up? Yeah, hey, you get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it. Lil' mama a thot, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up a bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, dropping the dope in the stash. In Italy, got too foreign hoes, they DM me. Draw at the top when it's cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100, just be real with me. Eat it up like it's a feast. They say the dope on fleek.
Percocet pill on me. Ice on my neck, baby, chill with me. Them niggas that post in the back don't say nothing, them niggas a kill for me. Back as I can in my sleep, on fleek. 100K spent on that patty for lead. Bitch, I'm a dog in my tree. Hop out the frog and leap. I put them bricks in the fender. My bitch, she walk around like she Kris Jenner. I used to break in the Emma, then take out running like.
Alright, those guys just finished the workout. Hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a workout montage and inspired you to start your fitness journey or just get in the gym and start building that temple of God because it's very important on a journey with Jesus Christ of Nazareth. But I'm going to be jumping into the topic of the day, so it's going to be learning patience with Jesus Christ. And I fear for number one is going to be his time is not our time. And I have about verse 10 going to be reading from Isaiah 55, 8-9 that says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So the breakdown of this verse is going to be infinite distinction. The core message is the immense difference between the divine human, God's plans, motivations, and understanding operate on a scale far beyond human limitations and earthly concerns. Being created in the image of God and living, here on this earth that God had created, we have to be aware that we're going to, get caught up in our heads sometimes and not really be able to understand God's thoughts, not have like that Christ-like mindset all the time, and we're gonna want things now because we live in a society where you could Uber stuff to your house, you could literally get groceries, call to your house when you're out working, you could do things instantly, even on your phone as well, instant gratification, sending money, all these things you can do instantly. So a lot of people don't tend to have patience as well as spiritual patience, and this is why God might want you to learn to be patient, especially in the world nowadays where it's kind of hard to just take a minute, sit and relax and just focus on Jesus, because there's a lot going on in our world, and especially with the news and politics and God knows what's on your feed. So just be aware of what's going on and just know your time is not going to be God's time. So just be patient. It can be hard, but trust me, in the end is going to be worth it. And trust in God's plan, because God's timing is perfect. Everything falls into place. When you're living through the flesh, you're trying to do things your ways. When you're going to see everything fall apart, and God will let you know that He will humble you, because you're trying to exalt yourself when God is going to exalt you. But you have to sit back and let Him drive the car, and you sit in the passenger seat. And that's something you have to be aware of, that just let go. Literally just let go and let God do His thing. But moving on here, number 2 is going to be waiting for your harvest. And I have a Bible verse in Galatians 6:9 that says, "Let us not be weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." So a breakdown is the harvest metaphor. This verse employs the analogy of farming to illustrate that good deeds like seeds require time to mature and yield a harvest. The results are not always immediate, but they are certain at the proper time. So divine timing. The phase in due time or at the proper time indicates the harvest will come at God's appointed time, encouraging trust in His perfect timing over human impatience. So basically, when you're striving for something, when God has shown you something and you work towards it, you're living in obedience for Jesus Christ of Nazareth, trying to work towards that goal that He showed you had gone ahead and prepared for you. You have to understand that, when you think you're going to receive that gift isn't, when you think you're going to receive it. Because like I said before, for number one, God's timing is not your timing, but you will reap that harvest. It's just you have to be patient. You have to wait. You have to trust in God's plan and know that His thoughts are not your thoughts. He might be, longing out a little bit longer to build yourself up personally. That's how I see it in my personal life. But my self-improvement journey and my relationship with Jesus is He building and putting the pieces together slowly. Because God, He cooks you in the oven. It takes a little bit longer, but it comes out a lot better than if you cook it in the microwave. I prefer to cook it in the oven over the microwave because it tastes a lot better. It comes out a lot better. It's perfection instead of quick, fast, easy, and it kind of tastes like shit. You know what I mean? You want it to take a little bit longer, but it tastes better. So when God takes a little bit longer for you to, building that person through that journey, and He starts taking His time to put those pieces, those things that He wants you to learn about together, it's going to be a lot better. You're going to be able to help a lot more people for the kingdom of heaven and save those souls that He wants to save. That's our goal, is to save people's souls for the kingdom of heaven and help them, enter into the kingdom of heaven with Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's why we're here. That's why He called us as disciples, to spread the word to all nations, plant those seeds, and save people from the pits of hell through Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So that's what we should be doing, and that's should be our main focus. And part of that journey, our self-development journey, is doing that and learning all the stuff to be able to do that as well. So moving on here, number 3 is going to be why God makes us wait.